Hey guys, this is Blue Buster here. Today I'm gonna show you guys the ShoutGrey that it leads me to enter the tournament, and I reached top 12 using this deck. So I'm gonna show you the deck list. So yeah, today I show you 4 copies of Shoutmon. This card really helps me to search for any Digimon that reveals, the name of Shoutmon and a Digimon with ability with Blitz. So basically, like if you reveal 5 cards from the top of your deck, add 1 name for the Digimon Shoutmon. So basically, you can search himself or Omni Shoutmon or Shoutmon DX and any Digimon with Blitz ability. So basically, you can search for the Omnimon with the Blitz ability and Zeke. So yeah, this card is really useful in many ways. Next up, I play 4 copies of Agumon from the BT5. This card helps me to search for a Greymon and an Onimon in its name to add them in my hand. And not only that, it reveals, when you play on this, you reveal the top 3 cards from your deck and add a Greymon, like any Greymon in its name, like Metal Greymon or any type of Greymon. And it really helps me to get the Omnimon, including like the Omnimon X antibody and the Omnimon, any Omnimons, including the Omnimon with the Blitz ability. This card is really helps me to get all the cards that I need. So this card is really useful. So really good. This card really helps me during the tournament. Next up, I play 3 copies of Agumon from the BT1. It reveals 5 cards from the top of the deck. You add 1 tamer, so basically it helps me to get a tamer, a Marcus Damon. This card really helps me a lot, and not only that, it helps me to get Nokia. So basically, if you do a combo with Nokia and this card, so basically you play first with a Nokia and you play this for free, you add another tamer, like another Nokia or Marcus those. So this card really helps me to get the tamer that I need, and the tamer helps me to play this for free for, my deck is a little bit goes like a little bit like a Rookie Rush style, with the more Digimon on play, the more, on the board. But that card is really good. So play 3 copies of the promo Agumon. It only useful to be, to boost a Greymon for at least 2000k DP. So this card really helps me to boost any Greymon on his name to help, to help the boost of my Zeke Greymon or Victory Greymon or any type of Greymon. So this card is really useful. Next up, I play 4 copies of the BT5 Greymons, the memory gainer. This Greymon really helps me to get when I use a combo with Nokia the Tamer, it reduces the evolutions on the battlefield, the battle area. It only works on the battle area if you do the combo with Nokia to reduce the evolution cost. So imagine you have 2 Nokias on the field, you unsuspend them, you evolve this for free, and you gain a memory from when digivolving. And to to get more memories, do not let the opponent have more memories than yours. But this card really helps me to manipulate the memory counters and everything. This card is really useful in many ways. And I play 3 copies of the Star Deck Greymon, the boosted security tech +1 from the inherited skill. I did a combo with the Shoutmon DX to help Shoutmon DX to gain a security tag, because I have this on my hand. If you have when you digivolve, Shoutmon DX with, if I'm not mistaken, with Omni Shoutmon or Zeke Greymon. But when you digivolve with this, you put it underneath as a digivolution cost. If you have, to gain a security tag. If your Shoutmon DX is at the Blitz ability, so basically you can do like a 2 security checks. So yeah. And I play 4 copies of Monochromon for the blockers, and this card is really pretty good because you digivolve for 1, so maybe you have the higher chance to draw a card that you need or anything. But this card is useful because I like how to digivolve for 1. Next up, I played 4 copies of Metal Greymon Authorious Mode. This card is so really a little bit broken. The reason why, like, for example, if you do a combo, if you digivolve with this for 3, and you digivolve this again with 1 memory, too cheaper to evolve, and digivolve himself, and has when you digivolve in this Digimon with Metal Greymon in its name, it's a Digivolution card. You delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less, but this card is really, really useful. And you could do a combo with Nokia to reduce the evolution cost. You digivolve it for free, and you can digivolve, stack it up more and more, and the higher chance you draw the card that you need. And this card is really broken. I love this card. This card really helps me from the tournament. One of the player used a lot of 4,000 DP of Digimon, and thanks to this card, and delete all their opponents 4,000 DP or less to reduce their Digimon. But yeah. Next up, I play 4 copies of Omni Shoutmon. Omni Shoutmon is really useful if you have a Shoutmon on the battle area. The level 3 Shoutmon, you digivolve with this for 4. So basically you can digivolve a Shoutmon in this card from your hand, and you waste 4 memory costs, and you ignore the digivolution requirements. This card is really useful. But in inherited skill, while this Digimon has Blitz, you gain a security tag. So yeah, this card is really useful when you use Shoutmon DX or Zeke Greymon or Omnimon, where they have a Blitz ability to gain memory, or I meant a security tag. So I play 2 copies of Zeke Greymon. Zeke Greymon is really good, and not only that, while this Digimon, the inherited skill of this Digimon with Blitz, you can attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. So yeah, if you digivolve with this any, Omnimon or Shoutmon DX, you can digivolve with this, or you can digivolve with Shoutmon DX, and you can hit the opponent's Digimon's unsuspended, and this card is really good. Next up, I play 1 Shoutmon DX. You can use it. You can run 2 or 3 if you want, but it's better to use 2 or 1 if you want. But this Digimon is really good. When you digivolve, you may place 1 red Digimon from your hand, and top of this Digimon is a Digivolution card. And if you have a Zeke Greymon or Omni Shoutmon, you delete your opponent's Digimon 5,000 or less. It's really good, and you can use Blitz. But this card is really good. and you can digivolve a level 6. So basically you can stack it up. You digivolve this, you digivolve. It's really good. I play one copy of Victory Greymon. Victory Greymon is really good. You can trash you can use 2 Digiburst to trash 2 Digivolution. You can delete your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 or less DP. This card is really good. And I play one copy of War Greymon. War Greymon is a useful Digimon because you digivolve this, you gain a security tag, and on your turn you can block your opponent's, the security skill, the option card from the security stack from your opponents. So basically, this card is really good. Comes with a protection against the options card on the security from your opponents. Next up, I play one copy of Omnimon. The Blitz ability, Omnimon is really good. And not only that, you can digivolve him while he's on suspend, and you can do the Blitz ability at the same. So basically, you imagine your Digimon is very unsuspended. You digivolve this. Oh, I digivolve when it digivolves unsuspended, and your opponent has one more memory, or you do the Blitz. So basically, you can do 2 attacks or more, or anyway, basically this card is really good, and all turns if your opponent's effect will delete this Digimon or return to the owner's hand, you may prevent it by, trash one level 6 card in your Digivolution. So it's really good, and I play one copy of Omnimon X Antibody. This card is really broken because this card, when he attacks, you delete your opponent's Digimon has equal or less DP, you destroy it when he is attacking. And on your opponent's turn, your opponent's Digimon attacks you, you trash 2 Digimon Digivolution this card, you trash it, you end the attack. So this card helps me from the tournament. It really helps me, and this card leads me to the top 12. But this card is really useful, guys. You should add this from your deck. Play 4 copies of Gaia Force. Obviously, Gaia Force really is useful any red deck. So we need Gaia Force for any situations. So yeah. And I play 3 copies of Nokia. Shirimine. It's really hard to pronounce the name, but this card is really useful because if you play this, you play an Agumon or Gabumon from your hand for without paying a cost. So you do a combo with the Agumon that search for a Greymon and an Onimon too, and an Agumon can search for the Tamer. So this card helps me a lot because I play a lot of Agumons from the field. It's really good, and basically you're doing like a Rookie Rush style. The more Digimon on board, the more you have the chance to attack your opponents. But this card is really useful. And not only that, and you may suspend this Nokia for, to digivolve like any Greymon or Garurumon or Omnimon to reduce their Digivolution cost. And I play one copy, the Dual Tamer of Tai Kamiya and Matt Ishida. This card is really useful because start of your turn, if your opponent has a level 6, so basically you gain 2 more memory, and if you have an Omnimon from your turn, it gains a security tag. But this card is really useful. It helps me a lot. I did a combo with Marcus Damon because you set 2 memories, and you combo with this, you get a 5 memory from the beginning, from your start. So basically this card is useful. I play 2 copies of Marcus Damon's. Marcus Damon's is really good because from your start of your turn, you get, your memories 2 or less, you set to 3. But this card on your turn, when your Greymons attack, you suspend this, you gain a memory. So basically, you have both of them on the field, you suspend them both, you gain 2 memories. But this card is really useful, guys. Next up is I play 1 copy of Digimon. Digimon really helps me to boost my DP in case my opponent has 5 or more from their trash. But this guy is good. And I play 4 copies of Cormon from the BT5. This Cormon is really useful because, like, if you have a Greymon or Omnimon, when you attack once per turn, you draw a card. So basically, this card really helps me to get more, to draw the cards that I need and what kind of type of card that you need. This Cormon is really useful, guys. So yeah, this is the deck profile. I use this deck from a tournament that I used. This deck is really good, and this deck leads me to the top 12 that at the tournament. This deck is really good, guys. You should try this because I mix with Shoutmon with the Agumon engine, and it really works. And it's so funny that I did a mirror match against a guy using the McDonald's one, the one that you use a Manadramon, you heal from the security stack. But I held him off and we did a draw. But this card really useful because it leads me to a draw, it leads me to a win. This guys, this deck is useful. You should try this. So anyway, see you guys around. Stay safe and peace. Please subscribe to this channel. For support. Thank you for your support and everything. So yeah, stay safe.